Welcome back to Carscope. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic ballistic missiles of the Cold War era, the Scud-B, officially known as the R-17 Elbrus. While it's not a car or a bike, its design, engineering, and historical impact make it a fascinating piece of military technology worth exploring. Let's take a closer look at this missile from the outside in, exploring its rugged exterior, formidable performance, and internal systems, and even take a guess at what it might cost if produced today. Starting with the exterior, the Scud-B has a very distinctive and intimidating presence, measuring approximately 11.2 meters in length and nearly 0.88 meters in diameter. The missile is a cylindrical giant that was designed for one job: to deliver destruction over long distances. Its steel body is built to endure high stress, extreme temperatures, and the shock of launch. The olive drab or greenish color scheme typically used on the missile was not just for camouflage, but also part of its Soviet-era military identity. The four delta-shaped fins at the rear aren't just for style, they play a crucial role in stabilizing the missile during flight. The Scud-B was often transported on a mobile launcher vehicle, which added to its tactical flexibility on the battlefield. When it comes to performance, the Scud-B was designed for short-range ballistic missions and had an effective range of about 300 kilometers. It could carry a high-explosive warhead, chemical payload, or even a nuclear device, up to 985 kilograms in weight, powered by a single-stage liquid-fueled rocket engine. The missile used kerosene and nitric acid as propellants. Despite being outdated by today's high-tech standards, the Scud-B had decent accuracy for its time, with a circular error-probable CEP of around 150 meters. It wasn't a precision-guided weapon, but it was effective enough to cause strategic disruption, particularly during conflicts like the Gulf War, where its presence on the battlefield created psychological as well as physical damage. Peeking inside the Scud-B, the missile reveals a combination of Soviet-era engineering and brutal simplicity. The interior is divided into several compartments: the warhead section at the front, followed by the guidance system and the fuel and oxidizer tanks. In the middle and rear sections, the gyroscopic guidance system was entirely analog and required manual calibration before launch, making it somewhat crude by today's digital standards. However, its robustness meant it could function under harsh conditions. The fuel system was pressurized to ensure consistent flow to the engine, and the tanks were lined to handle the corrosive nature of the propellants. Now, onto the expected price. While the original cost of a Scud-B in Soviet times was never publicly disclosed, analysts estimate that producing a similar missile today with comparable technology would cost between $1 million to $3 million per unit. That includes materials, labor, guidance systems, and fuel. Of course, with modern alternatives available, such a missile is now more a symbol of historical significance than a practical option for advanced militaries. That wraps up today's deep dive into the legendary Scud-B missile. Stay tuned to Carscope for more breakdowns of powerful machines, whether they're rolling on wheels or flying through the sky.